The brutality of prison fights. A look at the most shocking incidents. Prison fights are a grim reality in correctional facilities around the world. When violent criminals are housed together, the potential for conflict is inevitable. But with the high stakes involved, one has to wonder why prison authorities have not taken more stringent measures to minimize these brutal encounters. We will explore some of the most brutal prison fights caught on camera and perhaps uncover some of the reasons behind these violent outbursts. The Ottawa Carleton Detention Center Incident. On March 3, 2015, an alarming incident occurred at the Ottawa Carleton Correctional Center involving Carlos Lamond, who was awaiting trial for attempting to join ISIS. Lamond's situation escalated when he allegedly threatened to kill another inmate if he did not convert to Islam. This confrontation led to a brutal assault on Lamond by two fellow inmates, Michael Clark and Terrence Wilson. Surveillance footage captured the moment the altercation began. The argument quickly intensified, resulting in Clark throwing the first punch. Despite attempts to defend himself, Lamond was overwhelmed by the two attackers. The other inmates in the vicinity watched without intervening, some even cheering on the assailants. As the beating continued, Lamond suffered severe injuries, including a black eye and a broken hand. The aftermath of the fight saw Wilson receiving a 60-day sentence for his role in the assault, while Clark faced trial on assault charges. This incident starkly illustrates the dangers present within prison environments, where violence can erupt with little to no warning. Jake Thomas Patterson's encounter. Another shocking event took place on August 28, 2019, involving Jake Thomas Patterson, who had previously committed heinous crimes, including the kidnapping of a 14-year-old girl. After being transferred to the New Mexico Corrections Department, Patterson found himself in a volatile situation when two other inmates confronted him about his past. The tension quickly escalated into a physical confrontation. Video footage showed Patterson and another inmate trading blows as other inmates looked on, seemingly entertained by the violence. A prison guard intervened by firing a non-lethal bean-bag round to break up the fight, but fortunately no one was harmed by the shot. This incident highlights the precarious nature of prison life, where inmates often resort to violence to establish dominance or defend themselves. The Cook County Jail Brawl. On October 25, 2016, chaos erupted in Illinois's Cook County Jail, leaving 3 guards and 20 inmates injured. The fight began when 2 inmates from rival gangs started to argue, escalating into a full-blown brawl involving numerous participants. The video footage reveals the sheer chaos that ensued as inmates threw punches and chaos reigned in the maximum security division. Despite attempts by some inmates to intervene, the violence continued to escalate, resulting in injuries that required hospitalization for several inmates. The guards, overwhelmed by the sheer number of combatants, struggled to regain control, further illustrating the challenges faced by correctional staff in maintaining order. The Northeast New Mexico Prison Riot. On September 23, 2017, a prison guard at the Northeast New Mexico Correctional Center inadvertently triggered a riot when he opened the cell of a notorious serial killer, Clinton Bloomfield. Bloomfield took advantage of the guard's mistake, taking him hostage and gaining access to other inmates' cells. This lapse in security resulted in widespread chaos as inmates took control of the prison. The situation escalated dramatically, leading to fires and violence throughout the facility. Although guards eventually regained control, the incident underscores the potential consequences of understaffing and inadequate training in correctional facilities. St. Louis Justice Center Fight Club. On August 13, 2021, a disturbing incident unfolded at the City Justice Center in St. Louis, where a Fight Club-style brawl broke out among inmates. The chaos lasted for hours, with officers watching helplessly as inmates attacked one another. The video footage shows officers hesitating to intervene, fearing for their safety as the situation spiraled out of control. The brawl eventually ended with the arrival of more officers, but the extended duration of the fight raises questions about the effectiveness of prison security and the well-being of the inmates involved.